Welcome, grapple fans, to the Saturday lunchtime treat you've waited for all week. Yes, it's the very best in professional wrestling. Coming up later, a great top-of-the-bill contest. But they're already in fighting mood down there, so let's get right alongside our man at the ringside as we join Kent Walton.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, grapple fans. Welcome to the Albert Hall here in Bolton, Lancashire for another freestyle session. A heavyweight bout starts us up with Skull Murphy versus Marty Jones. This could be quite a humdinger. Over to Brian Crabtree, our master of ceremonies.
Good afternoon, wrestling fans, and welcome once again to Lunchtime Open of Professional Wrestling. It's an heavyweight contest to be wrestled over 6 5-minute rounds. 2 falls, 2 submissions, or a knockout will decide the winner. On my right in the right corner, would you welcome, please, the indestructible Skull Murphy. From Oldham, Lancashire, our #1, Marty Jones. Our referee, Mr. Jeffrey Kane.
So this should be quite about 6 5-minute rounds. 2 falls, 2 submissions, or a knockout to decide the winner. Jeff Kay in charge of the bout. The referee from Hull, Marty Jones on the right there in his usual double leotard. His opponent, Skull Murphy from Plymouth. Marty Jones, of course, from Oldham, Lancashire. Very popular indeed with the crowd here like everywhere else.
Seconds away, round 1.
But, of course, when you're fighting against Skull Murphy, then you're pretty nearly always popular because for some reason he really is not the most popular, although a very, very good wrestler indeed. Skull Murphy from Plymouth at 15.5 stone. Marty Jones from Oldham at 14 stone 12. And the ex-world mid-heavyweight champion, of course, who just lost his title a few months ago to Bull Blitzer of Nuremberg, Germany. But we are going to see the final eliminator on January the 10th on television. And that is when Jean-Pierre Auvert comes from Brussels, comes over here. The Iron Man of Europe is known, and to take on Marty Jones in the final eliminator on January the 10th, which if Marty wins, of course, the final versus Bull Blitzer of Nuremberg, Germany, will be in this country in February and shown on television. But if, of course, Jean-Pierre Auvert wins, then it will naturally take place in Brussels. So Marty Jones, not on a title here this afternoon, but when we see him on January the 10th, that's when he will be in the final eliminator against the Belgian. I must correct a mistake I made a couple of weeks back when I still called Marty Jones, his last appearance, the world mid-heavyweight champion. Of course, I was dead wrong. The ex-world mid-heavyweight champion, because he lost his title on television to the German from Nuremberg, Bull Blitzer. So, Skull Murphy with a toe and ankle now on Marty Jones. He's got 2/3 of a stone weight advantage there, Murphy. Incidentally, the last 2 or 3 times we've seen Marty Jones on television, we haven't witnessed him using his power lock, which is really something to watch, that version of the Indian death lock, which is really murdered to receive. He showed me one day in the dressing room, and I shall not forget it in a hurry. Very, very painful hold. So a couple of minutes left in this first round of 6. 2 falls to the side. referee Jeff Kay of Hull. Skull Murphy in his usual all-black strip with the white skulls and wings on the front. Quite a bit of tattooing on the upper arm as well. Just a minute left now, first round. Two main bouts here this afternoon for you. This one and John Elijah versus Caswell Martin. A little later on, which should equally be something worth seeing. Excellent heavyweight contest in prospect there. Notice that Marty Jones is wearing a protective bandage on the right, just below the right knee. He's holding on that hammerlock okay, though, isn't he? 15 seconds. Hate to bet on this bout. It's really going to be something to watch this. Murphy already warning his opponent. But he finally has to get back to his corner. They're all shouting easy, but I don't know which one they mean. It's going to be easy for. I don't think it'd be easy for either of them, knowing these two fellows.
Seconds away, round two.
Round two, 5 rounds to go. No score, 2 falls to decide this one. Skull Murphy in the black strip on the left with a leotard. You see, there's the trouble. Jeff Kay, the referee, told Murphy told Marty Jones to step back off the ropes. He did so, and of course Murphy attacked. That right wrist is very heavily. I don't know whether it's a leather wristband on that bandage or not. I'm not sure what it's for, but it's certainly there. It looks ominous. Marty quite happy, getting around just a little bit there with his opponent. Right. Murphy again on the attack. And the face slap. You don't like that at all. Now Marty really gets moving now. Marty trying to get all his fans behind him and doing so nicely. Marty Jones certainly has some fans here. This big punch to the stomach, which we all saw at ringside, and I'm sure you saw at home. But the referee not by any means positive of that. Very suspicious, but of course the heel of the hand. Ask him. He's just looking down at me. I'm not going to back him up on that. That was a punch. We were talking about Marty Jones' power lock earlier. Well, of course, the gaiter hold by Skull Murphy is just as dangerous. A standing submission hold, the gaiter. It's his own special, and it's highly lethal. Just a minute to go in the second. Murphy getting pretty angry with the crowd on the opposite side of the ring there, which of course comprised mostly of Marty Jones fans. And the first public warning.
First public warning to Skull Murphy.
For following up when told to break. This man on the deck. Almost on the bell now, round 2. And Marty Jones goes over against the folding press, but after the bell. Unfortunate for him. Just too late with that one, Marty. But I think you possibly could have had him there. So lucky there for Skull Murphy getting away with that. Because Marty, I think, had that first fall with the folding press right after the bell. But of course, the referee didn't count to 3 or didn't even count to 1, not after the bell had gone.
Seconds away, round 3.
Round 3, 4 rounds to go, and still no score, therefore, because Marty a bit late on the after the bell on that one. There he is on the right, Marty Jones. A big, heavy bandage, protective bandage on his right calf worries me. He didn't tell me anything about it in the dressing room before the bout, but it's obviously something worrying in there. Oops. And everybody of the other side of the ring trying to assure the referee that that was a punch. Yes, a powerful man, this Skull Murphy, no question about that. Now then, up to him for an airplane spin or landing on the top rope. Landing on the top rope. Again the hair. Yes, that right arm comes across, very powerful, and Marty goes down again. And it's down at 8, just about up in time, but he's on the gaiter. There's the gaiter, and there it is, the submission. The gaiter submission hold, and Skull Murphy, in just 1 minute 42 seconds of round 3, goes ahead with the first fall. There's the gaiter that we wondered whether would happen. Well, it happened earlier than I thought.
And round 3, the referee gives the first submission to the indestructible Skull Murphy.
As long as he can keep along with a gator hold like that, he will be indestructible. Tremendous move, that is. Highly lethal. But there are 3 rounds to go, and maybe, knowing Marty Jones, he could come back into this any moment at all as we start round 4.
Seconds away, round 4.
Marty Jones staying down a bit longer than usual, trailing by 1-4 now. There we go, all for Marty. Don't think I've known so many fans turn up for one wrestler before. Mind you, he is the former world champion, and we all hope will be again soon. Yes, switched it nicely. He got his man unawares there. Switched it before he knew it was happening. Yes, the right knee, right on the temple. And the drop kick from the height. Drop kick for the top rope. Oh, punch. And the second and final public warning.
Skull Murphy receives his second and final public warning.
And that was a forearm. But Marty came in a bit too early there. And it's Murphy now way off the top. But mistimes it. And lands badly for himself there. Right knee, I think. Yes, the right knee worries him. So it's Marty going in for the left knee. And there's the power lock. If he can get it on, he's got his equalizer. But it's too near the ropes. And Marty doesn't make it before Murphy clutched the bottom rope. Marty working on the right knee, which he knows has been damaged. Oh, tremendous backdrop. Really got him going to the height there, Murphy. And Marty can do it too. The follow-up cross press, all part of the same hold. All part of the same move, said the referee. Let him go on with that one, but he didn't quite make it. Got a 2 only. Yes, here comes the power lock again, or attempt at it, but again, Skull Murphy grabs the bottom rope. Really limping on that right knee now, Murphy. Just a couple of minutes to go in the 4th. 2 public warnings against Murphy, but he's still leading 1-0 in falls. Offering his handshake. Marty doesn't want to know. But my knee is giving me great trouble. Let's shake hands and just forget attacking on that right leg of mine. I don't think Marty's going to have any. In fact, go straight for it. Lies him across the bottom and brings comes right down onto the timekeeper's bell. And the director.
Marty Jones receives his first public warning.
And somewhat surprisingly, Marty Jones gets a public warning for that. And why shouldn't he? Just a minute to go. Round 4. He must have known he'd get a public warning for that. Off the corner, top ropes. Straight down onto the bell. 30 seconds now. Oh, still worrying in that right knee. And Marty going for it. Any possibility comes up, he'll go for it. Perfectly legally. Now the finger interlock agreed to on one hand. But of course, Murphy hasn't got time. It's right on the bell now. Well, Marty Jones being persuaded to go back to his corner by Jeff Kay. Finally gets there. And we can take a look at both of them there. Both sweating a bit, but Murphy more than his opponent.
Seconds away, round 5.
Round 5. Marty comes with one of his rolling dives straight across the ring at the start of the 5th round. But Murphy ready for him, so he doesn't continue it. Now, with Murphy, remember, leading by 1-0 over Marty Jones in round 3. 2 public warnings against Murphy, 1 public warning against Jones. Yes, good one. Good one by Murphy. Forearm uppercut. Even fails to grab the bottom rope as he goes. Oh, mistimed. Oh, yes. But he mistimed the 3rd time. But maybe he did that intentionally too. But again, Murphy goes down holding his knee. Goes for the opposite leg. And now maybe in the center of the ring, nowhere near the ropes at all. Murphy can't reach the bottom rope. There's the power lock. All he has to do now is to lean back, and Murphy must give. Yes, he's submitted. He's submitted. 1 minute, 20 seconds of round 5. Marty Jones, the equalizing fall.
And round 5 with his own specialty leg lock submission, the equalizer, Marty Jones.
Let's have a look at that move again. First of all, Marty onto the ropes heavily. Watch him stop, grabbing the top rope as he brings Murphy forward. The knee comes on, timing. Marty goes down, mistimes it, but maybe intentionally, because watch now. Sidesteps beautifully. And now Murphy really worried about that knee. Anyway, it's Jones equalizer in round 5 with 1 round to go.
Seconds away for the 6th and final round.
And Murphy very worried about that right knee now. 1 fall each, 2 public warnings against him, and 1 against this man, Marty Jones. Leapfrogs the referee on the way to his opponent's corner. Oh, yes, again, that's a beautiful move of Murphy's inside of the forearm there. A powerful arm sticks out when the man just runs into it. Into the center of the ring. Oops. Yes, and a drop kick sends Murphy right clear off.
Final public warning to Marty Jones.
And that's out. Yes, no, he's out. He's disqualified in the final round. Murphy disqualified. Jones the winner. He had 2 public warnings against him too.
And the 6th and final round, Murphy is disqualified. Oh. The referee makes the winner, Marty Jones.
Yes, his mouth bleeding pretty badly there in that last move, but nothing like that's going to worry him. He's got the victory he was after against Skull Murphy, and I hope it won't be too long before we see those two again against each other, because it made quite a bout, didn't it? Win for Jones. And now an international heavyweight bout with power versus guile and speed coming up, but that's after this break.